If you're looking for something to do this weekend, the Rockford region has plenty of options for you in this center stage. Forrest Nelson has the latest.
Welcome to Center Stage. Let's take a look at what you could do this weekend. The Ice Hogs take on the Hershey Bears Friday and Saturday night. Close out the month at the Coronado for the Rockford Laugh-a-thon. At the Hard Rock, Yolanda Del Rio takes the main stage Friday. On Sunday, Rob Thomas will perform an intimate show in support of his nonprofit, Sidewalk Angels Foundation. If live music isn't the move, get the gang together and head to SportsCore 2 for the Rockford Home Show. Maybe you're more of a history buff. Midway Village Museum's Traveling While Black exhibit shows how black businesses in Rockford filled the gap when other businesses wouldn't serve African American travelers and residents. For my fellow nerds, the QuadCon Comic and Toy Show will have dozens of vendors with all things pop culture with a focus on Pokemon at the Cherryville Mall. If you need something to do to keep the young ones busy, but you don't want them consuming brain rot, the annual Discover Engineering event is back at the Discovery Center Museum, where kids can experience all sort of fun in STEM like robot racing, trebuchet launching, and more. New Music Friday sees releases from industry giants and underground moguls. Starting off, Bruno Mars releases his first solo studio LP since 2016 called The Romantic. K-pop idols Blackpink put out what they're calling a mini album called Deadline. Gorillaz' 9th studio album, The Mountain, is out after nearly 6 months of teasers and singles. Mitski returns with her 8th studio album, Nothing's About to Happen to Me, trying to fill her own big shoes following her last album, The Land is Inhospitable and So Are We. One of the hottest bands of the last year or so, Geese, puts out their direct-to-acetate live performance at Jack White's Third Man Records. Netspend's sophomore album, Early Life Crisis, is out, as well as Babytron's Out on Bond Again, and DC the Don's The Rumors Are True. The Netspend album actually just got delayed like another week, but that's fine. In terms of singles, Yeet and SD Kid have a new song together called Made It On Our Own. Urbana Natives American Football unveiled the lead single for their 4th album. The song is called Bad Moons. The silver screen has a handful of new moving pictures to keep you entertained, like Scream 7, which is sitting at 47% on Rotten Tomatoes. Epic Elvis Presley in Concert brings the bold live experience of the king of rock and roll to the big screen. It has a 95% from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, 99% from users, and 4 stars on Letterboxd. K-Pops, starring jack-of-all-trades musician Anderson .Paak and his son Sol Rashid, makes its way to our AMC screens. Critics seem to like this film, sitting at 82% on Rotten Tomatoes and 3.2 stars on Letterboxd. Fun fact, the film was scored by Rockford's very own Emily Bear. We're not done with music-based movies in theaters this weekend just yet, as 21 Pilots, More Than Ever Imagined, hits theaters as well. It has a 99% from fans on Rotten Tomatoes and a 4.4 stars on Letterboxd. Finally, Uma Musume Pretty Derby, Beginning of a New Era is now showing. It does not have a rating on Rotten Tomatoes just yet, but it is sitting at 4.1 stars on Letterboxd. For this week's Newsroom Rec, I once again have the one and only Jake Pearson here to tell us what he recommends you watch at home, maybe something you can go do. So Jake, what's on your mind?
Yeah, well,
what do you want the people to do?
First things first, I have to say thank you, of course, Forrest, for inviting me on to Center Stage. That being said, I'm sure along with you and as well as some of the other folks there in the newsroom and really people across the country, a lot of people are really sad about the announcement of the cancellation of Smiling Friends. And so I am actually going to be watching the 3rd season of Smiling Friends, which I have not seen, and I will be watching it knowing that it is going to be going away.
You know, I know we had watched it kind of simultaneously on our own time, on our own accord, not together. But how long has the 3rd season been out?
I want to say it started in October, maybe.
Okay.
November? Yeah.
So I think I have seen the 3rd season then.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really fun.
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Are they doing a 4th season or is it the end?
I think that they said that they're announcing, like they're doing 2 more episodes. I think they had originally announced a 4th and a 5th season, but I think that the creators actually said that they were a little burnt out, so they're taking a break from things and canceling it at least for right now.
Yeah, and I support it. I'm a fan of them, and I think them having their show on Adult Swim gave them a broader, bigger audience that they probably wouldn't have gotten to. Yeah. Since the creators, I believe, got their start on YouTube doing gaming content and animation. So I think this is cool. They've gotten their audience, and if they want to, they can make it again and maybe even self-release it, get a little more of that money. I don't know how much Adult Swim is paying them.
They're certainly going to be getting some views from me here this weekend, so a little bit of money in their pocket.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna watch too. I'm gonna watch with you.
I like that.
I'm gonna come over.
All right, yeah, a little slumber party watching Smiling Friends.
Hey, I'll be there. That's gonna do it for Center Stage. I'm Forrest Nelson. That's Jake Pearson, even though he didn't do the whole thing with me. Thank you so much for watching.
And that was another Center Stage. Just learned that Smiling Friends is ending its show. That's such a shame, but it was good to see Jake appear in that one. He's just off camera getting ready for the shows here.